Hello everyone, I'm A78 here. Today I'm making another video today, which is not good because I'm evil today. I'm only going to be showing you evil things that you might consider to be not good. Now, I want to show you specifically today how I have found, well, you see, I like my physical media. I have a bunch of PS2 games. I've got a bunch of PlayStation 2 games. And today I want to show you how I back them up, how I emulate them. Because you need to have an emulator to, well, okay, technically, you can play games on an emulator without using this method. However, it's illegal. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm not a criminal. I would never commit a crime. So, first of all, if you want to do this, first off, you need a game. You need a game on your PS2. I have picked Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. Alright. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna open my DVD drive, my disk drive, and I know that y'all can't see it, but just trust me on this. And no, it's not a cup holder. You might have thought that was a cup holder. It's not. You're not an old woman. You can't be getting away with thinking that. Stop. Stop thinking that. So now we're going to open this program. I'm using this program. It's called Brasero. I think it might only be available on Linux, and I am on Linux. But if you want an alternative on Windows, you can use ImageBurn. That's a very good program. Now, okay, so our computer has read the disk. It knows the disk exists. We can tell this because it has opened the disk. So now we're just gonna click disk copy. On Brasero, it's going to say select disk to copy. If you have only one disk in, it'll say that. Now, select a disk to write to. We don't want it to do that. We want to select image file. And then we'll go to properties, and we just want to name this whatever the game is. So I'm going to name it that. Great image. And now it should take a little bit to copy that to an image. That is normal. Do not be concerned. And I'll check back with y'all when it is done. All right. So now it is done. It has finished making the image. Now next, we want to go into PCSX2. That's our emulator. That's what we're going to be using to play these games. If you want to play games, if you just have games and don't want to play them, you can do that, but that would be a little bit odd. So now first off, we need to have a games thing. I have the games folder in my home.var app.net.pcx2.pcx2/games. I set that up myself because the Flatpak version of PCSX2 on Linux, it doesn't have, well, I'll show you. We have a very limited amount of options. As you can see, I cannot do anything. We can go here, but like, there's nothing. Why would you put anything in any of those folders? So if you're on Linux, you can go to .var app net.pcsx2.pcx2, and you can just make a new folder called games. It's very, I'd recommend it. So that's the folder we're going to be using. If you're on Windows, it'll probably be different. So now I have to find the file, just right there. Let me just cut that, and we're going to go to the folder, And we're just going to paste that in, and boom. Now, you will also need a BIOS for PCSX2 to work, a PS2 BIOS. I will put a link in the description for a tutorial on how to do that. But I will not be showing you how because I am lazy. So now we just want to rescan the games, and we can see we've got Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfare. All right, and let's start the game. If you did it correctly, all of this stuff should be appearing, and you should have the game right here. But anyways, that is how you do that. That's how you burn a disk onto an image file. And yeah, and you can still use the disk after that. You can still use the disk on anything. And this is a perfectly legal method, I should say. This is entirely legal. You are legally allowed to make backups of PS2, 360 games, PS1 games. If you somehow know how to do it, you can make backups of N64 games, Genesis games. You can do that all. For most disc games, this method should work. But if you want a cartridge tutorial, it'll probably be another thing. I'll see if I can find one of those, link that in the description. Yeah, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, please. I need subscribers to defeat the Beef Man.